We've had a great week on NBCSN, and it wraps up with letting you know how we can raise more money for those who need our assistance in this pandemic. And joining me to talk about that and how you can raise money on behalf of Music Care's COVID-19 Relief Fund at a watch party of one of my favorite Tom Hanks films, period, end of story. He knows how I feel about That Thing You Do. He is one of the stars of that film, getting back together with the rest of the Oneders band later today on the youtube.com/The Oneders Live watch party is Tom Everett Scott. How are you, Tom?
Hey, I'm great, Rich. Great to hear your voice. How are you doing?
Right back at you. So how did this all come about? I know, but I'd like for you to let everybody know how this all came about.
Well, last week I was FaceTiming with my buddy Steve Zahn while he was out on his farm in Kentucky. He was taking a break from putting in fence posts, and he told me in his own words that he has been social distancing for years. Right. He recently joined Instagram. He had sworn off social media completely until this happened, and his daughter convinced him to start posting hilarious videos. So we were talking about those, and he said, let's do something for the fans. So we called Jonathan Sheck and Ethan Embry. We got the band back together, and we decided to do a watch party on YouTube Live.
And it's in the, I guess, inspiration for this is paying tribute to songwriter, producer Adam Schlesinger, who passed away, lost his battle with COVID-19. He wrote the song That Thing You Do, correct, Tom?
Yes, Adam Schlesinger wrote the song That Thing You Do. We lost him way too soon. He was only 52 years old. The man had an incredible career, so talented, had done many, many different things, one of which being nominated for an Oscar for Best Song for That Thing You Do. And he really thread the needle on this one. He had to write a song that would be a hit in the 60s that had to have the words That Thing You Do. There were 300 submissions for this, including one that Tom Hanks and producer Gary Getzman wrote themselves. But Adam's song prevailed, and that's the one that became a hit in the 90s as a result of being in the film. And it's just a perfect song.
It is a perfect song, and it's a perfect film as well. So how is this watch party going to go down? Who's involved, and how can people get involved?
Okay. So it's going to start at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on our YouTube channel, which you said, youtube.com/The Oneders Live. It's definitely the Four Wonders. We are going to make some noise for the healthcare workers right at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are going to press play together. Everyone get your copy of the movie. Yep. Get it queued up. Mm-hmm. And we are going to all press play together and watch the movie. And we're going to tell stories and laugh and quote and sing along to the theatrical version, the 108-minute original theatrical version.
How old were you? How old were you when you were on the set there, Tom?
So right around my 25th birthday in 1995, Tom Hanks called me at my apartment in New York to tell me that he was going to cast me in the movie after I had done a round of auditions. Then I started learning the drums for 2 months. A month by myself and a month with the band out here in L.A. And then we started filming, 2 months after September, so around November in 1995. And it was one of the greatest experiences of my life.
I'm bad. And what is it like getting a call from Tom Hanks at age 25 to say, I've written and I've directed a film, and it's very important to me, and I'm going to cast you in a very important role?
It's one of those moments where I think I left my body and kind of watched it happen from somewhere up around the ceiling. He was so cool about it. He was just like, hey, is this Tom Scott? And I said, yeah. He said, it's Tom Hanks. And he said, I just want you to know, I remember when Ron Howard called me at home to ask me to be in his movie Splash. And he said, and I always thought that was a cool thing that he did. So that's why he called me personally. It was great. I mean, fantastic. My hero, calling me. It was so surreal. It was such a dream come true. And then everything after that, becoming friends with all the guys and having that experience, and to this day being able to still celebrate it is just, such a great thing.
And I saw, obviously, Tom Hanks was hosting the Saturday Night Live at Home last weekend, and at one point, as I think he was introducing Chris Martin of Coldplay as the musical guest. He had his Playtone Records sweatshirt on, and obviously Playtone is a name of his company for so many years, his production company for so many years. Is he and or Liv Tyler potentially in the offing later today on YouTube.com/?
Well, we were all hoping that we were going to be able to get, all these great guests onto this thing. I know that Liv is probably that's not going to happen because she's in the UK. It'd be 1 a.m. for her. She's got, she's got a gaggle of kids, so I don't think she's going to make it. But, we're hoping that we'll get like something from Mr. White tonight. I know that Colin Hanks is going to join us, and we've got a couple other special guests that are going to jump in there.
Love it.
So we'll see. It'll be fun for the fans.
Hey, Tom, you know what I've told you many times when certainly we're on the set of I'm Sorry, where I was holding a goldfish, and people still tweet at me about my goldfish on that set with Andrea Savage and you. Not
just the goldfish, Rich.
Well, yeah, I don't know if that's
famous phrase.
I don't know if it's. I don't think that's safe for work right here on all of our platforms. But this movie is special, man. You were special in it, and for you to, all the other young squires to return today on behalf of Music Care's COVID-19 Relief Fund, it's really neat. So as soon as I heard about it, I'm like, I have to have you call in and let's raise as much money as possible, Tom.
Well, I really appreciate it, Rich. Thank you for helping me spread the word. I'm glad that you're doing well, and I wish you the best.
Right back at you. That's Tom Everett Scott. Follow him on Twitter, Tom E. Scott, at Tom E. Scott. Right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.